Hi, I'm Cameron and welcome back to the Enable Resources YouTube channel. So as a startup business, you often have your hands tied as the budget you have to produce a video is not considerably a huge amount. Hence, you might have to sacrifice some parts of the production in order to maximize the overall quality. It sounds counterintuitive, but we're all trying our best to work with our limitations. Consequently, there will be choices that we have to make, one of which is what type of video should the business make first? Now, the answer to that question is actually pretty simple. We need to focus on the videos that have the biggest potential impact in the long term, where every other kind of video that does not fulfill this criteria, you can put on the bench just for the time being. So on that topic, we have narrowed down this long list of video types into just 3 types of videos that we think are the most suitable for your startup. Now, number one, and the first one, is product explainer videos. Now, if you can make just one video for the entire year, let a product explainer video be that video. This is a video that should answer all the questions that your audience may have surrounding your product or possibly even service, including those that go something along the lines of, is this company legitimate and what does this company even do? Now, as a business owner, you never want to actually hear those questions, and using an explainer video will help clear up all the doubts your customers may have, and it's one of the best methods to solve that issue. Now, the theme of this video is making choices on a tight budget. In this case, you don't have to make the best looking explainer video with expensive effects and graphics and all these types of things. All you need to do is try making a video that's a little more DIY, do it yourself, and one that shows your brand is in fact human run rather than an emotionless corporation. It's much more important to have a video that showcases this instead of something that is just shiny, that's just fully promotional. You can always make another video to replace this one once you're more established on the financial side anyway. A tip that we always give our clients is to not focus on the features of their products. You should always be focusing on what the business is actually about, and more importantly, about what problems you're trying to solve for your potential customers. Now, your potential customers and clients initially have their own curiosity about your company because they have something they need help with. You need to target that and tell them exactly how what you can do makes their lives easier, because that's what they want. Now, the second video type we suggest is a customer testimonial video. Collecting honest and quality testimonials is actually quite hard, and one needs to shamelessly ask for those reviews in the first place. Not just that, some of us are just naturally not as comfortable asking somebody else to do something for us. However, what's best about testimonial videos is that you only need 1 or 2 customers who are really satisfied with what they have gotten and a service from you, and that will make a lot of difference to your brand's public perception. When you're still at the stage of deciding who to pick for these testimonial videos, think along the lines of who your ideal customer actually is. And if you can have those people, great, ask them. Don't be afraid to ask them. That's because when your ideal customer is satisfied with your product or service, the ones that are still contemplating whether or not to interact with your brand can probably easily relate, as it's the ideal consumer. Not just that, but when your customers come in for that shoot, they don't even need to act. And that authenticity you will see through the lens as it shines through onto the screen. On that topic, here are some tips when making a testimonial video, which you can follow. You should make them unrehearsed and unscripted. So give your interviewees an idea of what they'll talk about while still aiming for spontaneity and natural responses. Secondly, keep it light and comfortable. What's how you can bring out the most conversational side from your subject. You can use bloopers and B-roll footage. Have at least one video capturing the behind the scenes of the shoot and leave the main camera on for the most part. That's because including these candid style moments and shots and laughter can actually make your video seem a little bit more cohesive. All right, so the third and final video that we suggest your startup to make is a company video. Now, every single company was built for a reason. Nobody suddenly wakes up in the morning and decides, wow, I'll just start a company without seeing some potential behind it. So you need to ask yourself, why did you choose this sector? What problems are you trying to solve? And what can you provide? And above all else, how did the company go from being just an idea into this establishment and currently is? So you need to aim to answer some of these questions within that actual company video. When using your company video, the idea is to flaunt how different or special your business is compared to others. Now, often companies would integrate their company video with a cultural company video because of the fact that adding faces and showing behind the scenes footage can greatly humanize and improve the connection between the company and the viewer. They put a name to a face as such. After all, a company is only as good as the people running it. As a small business, you can actually take more risks than some of the bigger corporations. That's because there's not much of a reputation that you can lose when you're first starting out. This is a great opportunity for you to capitalize on, and it will help you build your brand voice naturally from the beginning. Gone are the days where a brand voice is not important. We live in an age where people also care about what the brand stands for and what they're doing for the environment and humanity as a whole. So yes, there are a million different creative ways that you can go about your company video. In fact, the more creative it is, the more your viewers will actually remember your brand. So keep that in mind. However, the most common ones are to crowdsource a short video featuring your employees and compiling it into one video, interview some of your employees, or simply using some of the B-roll footage for the background as you decide, and you can even interview yourself and describe your company. Remember, your company video doesn't have to be perfect as a small business, but it has to make the viewers remember who you are. Now guys, as always, thank you for staying with me to the end and watching today's video. You can find plenty more content just like this across our YouTube channel, and if you want to check it out, on our website, which is also linked below. If you enjoyed today's video, please do give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the Number Resources channel to stay up to date with our hopefully insightful content. Don't forget to let us know in the comments below any feedback you have, or if you're an industry insider, what type of informative content you would like to see next. Thanks again, and see you next time.